Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo. Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ MV.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday.
Yes, it's Friday. The weekend is here.
The weekend is absolutely here. How y'all feel today?
Oh man, I feel great. How y'all feeling?
I'm good.
Blessed,
I'm
black,
happy.
and highly favored.
I was looking forward to Friday, but I do got to work every single day this weekend. But it's fine. You know, at least I get to sleep in.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. What about you, Charlamagne? What you doing for the weekend?
Minding my business, but I definitely am not working. Okay, working is a choice, right? And I choose to not work on the weekends. I choose to disconnect on the weekends and have some me time. And you know, when you say me time, of course, you know, when you're a husband and a father, that includes the family. Mm-hmm. Actually, me and the wife getting away. Me and the wife going to do our own thing this weekend.
Okay.
Sort of, kind of. You know how that is. You know, you got to set up those date nights when you're married.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm hosting Black Entrepreneurs Day this weekend, which I look forward to every year. It's the third year we're doing it with Damon John. So I'm excited because I get to meet a lot of the entrepreneurs, get some game. I learn something new every single time.
Okay. Well, it is, you know, homecoming season, so I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to be at Hampton University this week and also Howard University. So I'm going to be all over the place. And let me shout out to the cast and everybody that works at East New York. So East New York is a new series on CBS. So the last 5 days, I've been out of here pretty early because
East New York is in Brooklyn, right?
East New York is in Brooklyn.
Let people know because it don't sound like it's in Brooklyn.
But CBS is doing an East New York show?
Yeah, it's a police show. It's a series based out of East New York. So now they have SVU. This is called East New York.
Wow.
And it stars Amanda Warren. Yes, a black woman who kills it. She destroys it. She's such a great actress, so talented. So many different people. Elizabeth Rodriguez, Ruben Santiago, who's been on the show, Jimmy Smits, and a host of others. So I auditioned for a part. Not a cameo, audition for a real part, like speaking roles, and I had to go through the audition, and they had to go to approve me, had to do table reads, and I got the part. So for the last 5 days, I've been out actually taping. So it's been an amazing experience. Yesterday was my last day, so I rapped yesterday.
Man, drop on the clues.
Did they have a rap party for you?
Man, they got you playing a cop. You got typecasted. All this snitching you've been doing for years is finally paid off. This is what I'm talking about, man. Drop on the clues bump for my guy. You playing a cop or a snitch? Which one?
Well, you got to see. I'm not playing a police officer, though, nor am I playing a snitch. But
okay. I don't want to say snitch. That's not a good word. Informant.
You got to see.
Yeah, that's a better word, informant. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm actually playing. I know what their body is.
I know what their body is.
No, but shout out to Mo, the brother that's directing the episode that I'm on. I'm on episode 108.
Shout out to Uptown Harry-O.
Yeah, I was about to shout to Harry-O. Shout out to Harry-O, who actually reached out to me and said, Envy, I think you would be great for this part. I think you should audition. He said, but it's not a cameo. You're going to have to come in and do it. So I read and practiced my lines. And
them acting classes paid off, baby.
Yes,
was you in acting classes with Joel Santana?
No, it wasn't with Joel Santana.
Who was in it?
I don't know why you said Joel Santana, but yes, I was in acting class with a host of people. But
who was in it? I remember you told us.
Yandy was actually in it. Mm-hmm. What's old girl that used to work at BET? I can't remember. Jaleesa. She was in that acting class. It was a host of us. I did it for about 2-3 years.
You're a thespian.
Thespian, yes. So, but I'm excited about it. So we rapped yesterday. It's a lot of work. So again, shout out to the cast at East New York, everybody from the people that handle the food to security to the camera crew, directors, the writers. They all show me so much damn love. And
look at you hanging out in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the I never even heard of the show, but they say it just got picked up for a whole season, and it's the #2 new series on any network and Sunday's #1 new program with 7.37 million viewers. It's also the #1 new show among African American viewers and #2 entertainment series among African American viewers behind CBS's The Equalizer, which of course stars Queen Latifah. That's big, bro.
Yeah, the show is doing well. They just picked up, like you said, 5 more episodes. I mean, it's doing great. So, I mean, I had an amazing time, but it's funny because you're acting, and it's so much going into it. You got to shoot 13 times, 15 times.
Well, I'm going to mention you in the rumor report.
You're a natural born informant, bro.
Yo, shut up. I didn't say I was playing an informant, but you'll just have to see.
I can tell. If this show is about East New York and it's about police officers, and you're telling me you're not a police officer, you're an informant.
I'm not going to tell you what I am.
That's the only role that makes sense. You're not going to be a bad guy.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what I am.
You're an informant. You probably was a bad guy who got caught up and then became an informant.
I'm not going to tell you, but episode 108, definitely check it out. A lot of people watch it, and I'm very excited about it. So, again, shout out to the cast of East New York.
Yeah,
you guys really helped.
#1 new program.
Mm-hmm. And the cast going to come up here, I guess, to talk about some of the episodes. But it's doing amazing. It's doing well. And, you know, we got to support it. And, again, shout out to the sister, Amanda Warren, who is killing it. So, all right, let's get the show cracking.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Steve Lacy will be joining us this morning.
Super talented Steve Lacy.
He
I
has
was
the
just
number one
talking
record,
about him
Bad
yesterday.
Habit, on Billboard. I know we don't play it up here, but the record is amazing.
It's a bad habit.
That's right. And then we got front page news. What we talking about?
Yes, let's talk about them $1,500 stimmy checks. Millions of Americans are eligible. Are you?
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ, Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now in Thursday Night Football, the Cardinals beat the Saints 42-34, high-scoring game. And in baseball, the Astros beat the Yankees. They're leading the series 2-0. And just to let anybody out there, if you're a Laker fan, they lost again. They lost to the Clippers 103-97.
Clippers look pretty solid. John Wall, man, you know, people didn't know how much John Wall had left in the tank. When I went to sleep last night, John Wall had 10 points. It was only like the second quarter. I don't know how much I think he finished with, I'm looking at it now, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists.
Okay. What else we got, Easy?
All right. Well, millions of Americans are eligible for this $1,400 stimulus check. And if you're a couple, for married couples, $2,800. If you haven't yet claimed the third installment of stimulus payments that were sent out from the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, you can still do so if you file a 2021 tax return. So what are the rules? Again, if you make $75,000 or less, you're eligible to get that full $1,400. And if you made $150,000 as a married couple, you're also eligible to get stimulus checks as high as $2,800. You can also claim $1,400 checks for each dependent, which includes older ones like college students, disabled adult children, or parents who are supported by their children. And households that file a 2021 return could also be eligible for the expanded child tax credit and the earned income tax credit. All right. And mortgage rates are up yet again. Right now, they are close to 7%.
Crazy.
You know what? I was just thinking about the mortgage I got earlier this year. That was for 3.25%. I'm so glad I did that. It makes such a big difference. But they are also saying home prices could fall 20% by next year, as mortgage rates are really, with this market right now, we see a lot of houses for sale at a standstill.
Yeah, it's going to level off a little bit. But I was telling people when they had the opportunity, I was like, refi. When the rates were down in the 1s and 2s, refi. But, you know, I will say this, for everybody that's a landlord, you never see rent prices go down. Like, rent always continues to go up. That's why I always, you know, tell people to look at, you know, possibly buying something and renting it out. You know, rent never goes down. You know, you got a bunch of properties. Has your rent ever went down?
It goes up every single year.
It goes up every single year. So that's what I always tell people.
Mm-hmm. So the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage is now 6.94%.
Goodness gracious.
But you know what is crazy too? They were at record lows before. Mm-hmm. So going up like this, because I remember a time when this was the mortgage, like the rate even higher than this. I know people who had higher mortgage rates than that.
My first house, I paid 14%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know people had 12%. So while this sounds like a lot right now, we did have record lows prior to this. Mm-hmm. All right, and that is your front page news.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Again, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, big chocolate to toe sucker. It's toe time.
Oh,
how we doing, family?
What's up, man?
What's up,
What's
man?
going on? What's going on? Two quick things, all right? So, I got to shout out my place, Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut. They're having a nice Halloween party.
You don't own it.
At the
That's his
Shrine
place.
Club, right?
That's his place.
You don't own it?
Yeah.
How you know? You don't know what he owns.
Okay.
When I get that Envy money, I'll own it. That's it.
You need more than that. Way more.
I heard you speaking about acting, Envy, and I had a chance to be the new Black Panther's older brother in the new Wakanda movie, but they left me out.
You're
I
a liar.
don't know why.
You're a liar.
But my
You're a
elephant
liar,
like
and the
dancing
truth
to
ain't in
Envy's
you.
music. So check out the movie. What do you think?
You're a liar. Why would you just lie like that for no damn reason?
I make a good Black Panther's older brother, right?
No.
Good luck with your move. Good luck with your TV show, Envy.
That was nice. Let's just end it that way.
Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna tell a bold-faced lie on a Good Friday morning for no damn reason.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, this is Holly. How y'all doing?
Good morning. Get it off your chest, Mama. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I just wanted to put this out there. I don't know if y'all saw the 60 Minutes interview with Deion Sanders, but I really appreciate what he's doing down there at Jackson State University.
Culture
and
shifting.
I really wish I could see more former athletes on that level come back to HBCUs and blow some life into them. You know what I'm saying? Not that they're bad now, but it's just good to invest in the HBCU.
What Deion is doing is culture shifting, and yes, to your point, if that becomes a trend, man, it'll change HBCUs forever.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And also, can I just say, I love y'all so much, and it's such an honor to be able to talk to y'all. And I got up this morning with this on my chest. I just want to say thank y'all for being the positive light that you always are and putting something out there. I normally listen to y'all on YouTube at work, but I just have to get up and get this off my chest.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mama.
Thank you.
You have a good morning.
Oh, and I love all y'all. Hey, Miss Angela.
Hey, baby.
I always want to tell you. That outfit you had on at Janet Jackson's concert at Essence was bad.
Thank you so much.
The pink one with the little fluorescent flowers and everything. You are so adorable.
Thank you. I styled myself.
Oh, well, look at you. You're so bad. Okay.
Thank you.
Y'all
I
have a great
appreciate
day.
that.
All right, you too now.
All right, bye.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up, baby? Hold on, wet my mouth.
Hey.
Where's your mouth?
Where's your mouth? What?
Bro, don't call up here talk about where's your mouth, bro. You excite Envy so crazy.
I ain't
No, I
say
didn't.
where's my mouth. I told my girl to wipe my mouth. Hold on, man. Charlamagne, I got a question for you.
What?
I got a question for you.
I don't know where your mouth is,
I
son.
don't normally go back, but I ain't been able to get on the air for a minute. Y'all always. But matter of fact, let me ask you this real quick. Who is the person that answered the phone that say, "Hold on, what's your question"? Who is that guy?
It depends.
It depends. It's a few people.
Yeah.
Few different people. You got my man
I want to let
Brandon.
you
got
know,
Art
y'all know
sometimes.
Bubba Dub on Instagram, right? The Instagram influencer. Well, whoever answered the phone, the person that put y'all that put people on the phone, that mother trash.
Damn.
What? What
gracious.
happened? What happened?
Because, man, that man always put you on hold. I held on the phone for an hour. And I only held on for an hour. It ain't like I ain't got nothing to do. But I only held on for an hour because it takes me an hour to drive to work every morning. So I held on. But I got a question.
Yes, go ahead.
I got a question, Charlamagne. This is a serious question, though, for real. So how do you ask, this is about mental health, how do you ask someone if they're going to hurt themselves or, if they want to kill themselves? I'm asking that question because this goes back for a little while now. I read the 600 Breeze, hit the note that his girlfriend wrote to him before she committed suicide. And I have two friends in my life that committed suicide.
Yeah, so did I.
I want to know, I want to know, is there a way that you can ask somebody that, are they going to hurt themselves or are they going to kill themselves?
I don't know if that's a question that I've ever seen anybody ask. I mean, usually it's something that the other person expresses, and if they don't express it verbally, they express it through actions, and then usually they just attempted or sadly complete it. So I don't think that's something you ask somebody. You think you're going to kill yourself. At least not me. I'm not an expert. I'm sure an expert would answer that question totally different, but I've never asked anybody that question.
I only ask you because I hear you speaking about mental health a lot. And like I said, I had two friends in my lifetime that committed suicide just recently here. And one of them, he joked about it, and we would always tell him, you joking. And he always said he was joking, and he said it in joking manners and stuff like that. But, he was fighting some stuff we didn't know about, and boom, he took himself out. And that's what I asked, I wish I would have known that,
Right.
Then I would have asked him, are you planning to hurt yourself or what?
Why do you know somebody?
That?
Well, I'm gonna put you on hold, but not for an hour.
Hold on.
And I'm gonna give you an email, and I'm gonna connect you with one of my experts. And you should talk to her, Dr. Alfie Breland Noble. I mean, that's what we do at the Mental Wealth Alliance, so that's a great question, but I'm not an expert, man. I'm just a person with some experiences, but I'll connect you with an expert for sure.
All right, he's on line 4. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God, it's OG Rob. Good morning.
OG
You know what time it is. New Music Friday, OG Rob. You ready?
It's Friday. Let's get to it, OG.
And you already know what it is, man. We here. Check it out, man. It's Freestyle Friday. Let's get it. Yo, I said, stay cooking up is the remedy. Homemade recipe flows my identity. Easy work, just test me. It's Brooklyn's own. I pinpoint, making it accurate. They saying, damn, he can't miss off any fraction. I'm locked in. They outside. I'm at the windowsill, flowed out, ready to strike. That's how you seal a deal. I got a funny feeling inside. I guess that fire burning. Hands down, you know what they say. It equates to higher learning. You know what I mean?
I need some of that. That. You ready?
Get it.
Here we go. Funky, fresh, dressed to impress, ready to party. Money in your pocket, Charlamagne touching my body. To get inside, you paid a whole $10. Scotch tape with a razor blade taped to your collar. Leave the guns and the crack and the knives alone. Charlamagne's on my microphone. Bum rushing and pushing, snatching and taxing. I cram to understand why ye just be hating. There's only one Breakfast Club. They'll make some more. You ain't guarding the door. So what you got a gun for? Do you rob the rich and give to the poor? And yo, Charlamagne, give me some more.
Wow.
Off the dome.
Okay. Follow procedures. Envy couldn't wait to see this. He's always awaiting my penis. You wouldn't believe this. The word on the street is I'm deep in his butt like a... I don't know.
What? That didn't even rhyme, man.
I want to know what that last metaphor was about to be.
That didn't even rhyme.
Deep in his butt like what?
Like deep in his butt like what?
I started to say Adidas, but that wouldn't make no sense.
Deep in his butt like Adidas.
Why would Adidas be in his butt?
Goodness gracious. OG Rob, you have a good weekend, man.
No, y'all should have a good weekend, man. I appreciate y'all.
No, because there's that was a play.
OG Rob 300.
All right, no. You said what?
That was a play on a Rakim record, and Rakim says.
Rakim did not say that.
Yes, he did. What Rakim said: follow procedures. The crowd couldn't wait to see this. Nobody been this long awaited since Jesus. Who wouldn't believe this? I heard the word on the street is I'm still one of the deepest on the mic since Adidas.
So you want to put butt like Adidas? You crazy?
That's what Rakim said that on the 18th letter back in the day.
My goodness. Get it off your chest.
Sometime in the 1900s.
800-585-1051. We got rumors on the way?
All right, and let's talk about sex with ghosts. It is Freaky Friday. We'll tell you who said that they've done that a few times.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. I told you this already.
All right, well, let's get to the rumors. Let's go.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, you got to listen closely to hear this, but Joy Behar was on The View and revealed some things. They were discussing footage of a woman who claimed to have had sexual ghosts in her home. Listen to this.
I've had terrible things. A few ghosts. I got pregnant. I'm just going to let that ride. I don't know how many of you heard what Joy just said, but I'm going to let it ride.
She said, I've had sex with a few ghosts and never got pregnant. So not sure if she's telling the truth about that, but
I believe him. And or she might be just saying that she could be saying some dudes ghosted her, or she could be saying some dudes were so unmemorable that she didn't even really know if they were there. For real.
Yeah, but it's a real thing. Some people feel like when you can't get out of bed and you're laying there and you feel stuck, right?
No, that's the hag riding you. That ain't no ghost.
Riding
that's
you
the
how?
Hag. That's the hag. That's the hag. All my country people know about that hag. You know what I'm saying? You got to put grains of salt by your door. So when the hag tries to enter your room, you got to pick up every grain of salt so it can't get in. Or a straw broom by your door. But that's the hag. That ain't no ghost. That's the difference. There's a difference between a hag and a ghost.
Hag's not a ghost?
No.
So what is it if it's not real?
It's a hag.
So it's not a ghost?
You know. If you know, you know. No, it's not a ghost. If you're from the country, you know about that hag.
I remember there was an article in the Post just a few days ago about a couple who said their house is haunted by erotic ghosts who like to talk dirty to them. She said the woman said she was in the shower and somebody on the other side of the curtain said looking good. She thought it was her husband, and then he walked through the door later on. He was outside and was like, "Who are you talking to?" So
I'm not playing these scary games with you this morning.
Man.
Actually, this sounds like a good horror movie.
No, I ain't messing with y'all with these scary things.
Have you ever stayed someplace haunted?
No. Oh, I mean,
in New Orleans.
Sometimes you go to one of them hotels and they're like, "This was a haunted hotel."
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all consider haunted, though? I mean, I've stayed at places that people said were haunted, but I mean, there's spirits all around us all the time. Like, we got spirit guides that are circling us, protecting us.
But there's places that are known to be haunted. Like, that's part of why people stay there. That's what they're known for. Things have happened there.
No, if I stayed at a hotel that was haunted, it was by mistake. I didn't plan it.
Hey, no one gave me the heads up.
It. Somebody just booked it and then they told me when I got there.
All right, P-Valley has been renewed for season 3 at Starz. So congratulations to the team there. I love that show. Down in the Valley. So P-Valley was created by Katori Hall based on her play. I can't even say this word, but P-Valley. You know what the P is. All at the Pink. So congratulations to them for season 3. She said, "I am blessed beyond measure for this opportunity to write the next chapter of P-Valley with its complex, dynamic, and beautifully flawed characters. This show is a love letter to marginalized communities in the American South who rarely see themselves reflected on screen, and it brings me immense joy to know that it has been embraced by folks worldwide."
Why does it take so long to shoot these shows nowadays? They say the show won't be back for another 2 years, and I was thinking about when we were young, like in the 1900s, it seemed like shows like a Cosby Show and Different World and Martin was always on.
Well, sometimes also the actors have other things and other responsibilities that they have to do.
I don't think it takes that long to shoot. Like I think Yee said, is they got to get everybody in the same vicinity to tape.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not coming back for another 2 years. So I think about that. Yeah. I think about Euphoria. Euphoria not going to be back for another couple of years. It's just like...
It's because the people just... Like Atlanta,
schedules.
People had other things that they had to do.
People
they were
are shooting
main characters.
Movies. People are shooting other things. So, yeah, they got other things to do.
All right. Now, Pharrell has announced a lineup of special guests for his Mighty Dream Business Forum. And so he's giving attendees a chance to gather insight from newly confirmed special guests. It's a 3-day Mighty Dream Forum that is going to have a roster of speakers. And that is all basically to talk about progress and the ultimate place where business and opportunity meet community and culture. So you can also attend that event if you go to mightydream.co. You can see all of that on Instagram. And he said, Pharrell said, "There's no better place to do this than in my home state of Virginia, where opportunity and potential for success are limitless." So you can see people like Hannibal Buress, Maverick Carter, Lewis Hamilton, so on and so forth.
I'm just glad he's back in Virginia. I know he was not effing with Virginia for a little bit because of a family member that was killed and they couldn't get information. But I'm glad he's doing it back in VA.
All right, and Jay-Z wants to get out of his partnership with Duce, according to reports. He no longer wants to own that brand, TMZ Hip Hop. Learned that he's selling it to his partners at Bacardi, and he thinks the company is playing a high-stakes shell game. So he wants them to open up the books on their 50-50 partnership deal. They've had this company since 2012. And according to his company, SC Liquor, they exercised their right to a buyout about a year ago. Under their agreement, Bacardi now has to negotiate in good faith to come up with a fair price for his stake in Duce. And that's the problem. He thinks that they're not playing fair when it comes to that price and how much everything is worth. So the documents reference a potential value, but his lawyers, I guess, disagree and think it's well below fair value what they're offering for that buyout. So they want them to open up the books and all other records related to Duce. All right, that is your rumor reports.
All right. Now we got front page news coming up. What are we talking about?
Yes, buried alive. This really just happened. We'll tell you about a woman whose her estranged husband buried her alive.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
The time of heroes is over. Black Adam is here. Born a slave, reborn a god. Will he be the destroyer of our world or its savior? An epic cinematic action event. See it on the biggest screen you can find. Black Adam now playing only in theaters. Rated PG-13.
Everybody, it's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. All right, now in Thursday Night Football, the Cardinals beat the Saints 42-34. Also, the Astros beat the Yankees. They lead the series 2-0. Lakers lost again, by the way. Clippers beat them 103-97.
Salute to John Wall, man. Drop on the clues monster, John Wall. He's going to be a big piece for the Los Angeles Clippers. He ain't played since what, like 2021, maybe? I don't remember when he played for the Rockets, but he had 15 last night. So salute to John Wall.
And what did LeBron have last night, you know?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right, what else you got, Yeezy?
All right, well, in Washington State, a woman was allegedly buried alive in the woods this week by her estranged husband. She did manage to escape. Fortunately, it was a shallow grave. And now her estranged husband, Chae Kyung-an, was arrested on suspicion of first-degree attempted murder, first-degree kidnapping, and first-degree assault. Now, apparently, she was frantic. She was hiding behind the shed in the home's front yard, and she was screaming, "My husband is trying to kill me." According to court documents, she had duct tape still wrapped around her neck, her lower face, and her ankles. There was extensive bruising to her legs, arms, and head, and her clothing and hair were covered in dirt. So her husband, like we said, was booked. He has not been formally charged yet, but his attorney was not reached for comment yesterday. Can you imagine that? Buried alive. That's like a movie. That has to be the most traumatizing thing. I don't even know if you go to sleep without thinking about that. So according to the woman, she said she was attacked in her home after talking to her husband about their ongoing divorce and about money. That's when he tied her hands behind her back with duct tape and duct taped her eyes, thighs, and ankles. She told investigators she managed to call 911 with her Apple Watch, and she sent an emergency notification when he left the bedroom. That's when he dragged her into the garage and broke her watch with a hammer. Police did get surveillance video from the neighbors, and they also have video of him pulling into the garage with a van and then speeding out of the neighborhood, according to the report. She told police she was driven in the van somewhere and then put on the ground outside. She could hear him digging, and he then stabbed her in the chest, and she was drugged and put into the ground. Oh, my God. All right. Now let's move on and talk about a grandmother at her funeral. Now listen to what she did, okay? Her name is Gracie Perryman. She lives in Austin. Well, Gracie Perryman, who lives in Austin, posted the card of her grandmother. And guests at the funeral actually all got a photo of her grandmother sticking her tongue out at the camera. And then it said, "Let's keep in touch." And there was a picture of a Ouija board. So Perryman said, "Received this at my grandma's funeral." What an icon. So, you know, that's, I guess, her way of having a sense of humor and letting her guests know she was prepared for that.
Never played with Ouija boards. Was always scared of those as a kid. And was also told a story back in the day of how somebody took a knife and stabbed the middle of the Ouija board, and the Ouija board burst into flames. Don't know if the story is true, can't confirm nor deny, but it was enough for me to hear that story and stay away from Ouija boards forever.
Man, a lot of horror movies that have to deal with Ouija boards let you know that's how you let the spirits in. And once you open that door, you know you can't close it. So that's why a lot of people don't do that. All right, and Elon Musk, his Twitter takeover, they're saying could lead to layoffs for about 75% of the staff. He reportedly plans on making some drastic changes to the workforce once he finalizes his acquisition of that platform. He has told potential investors that he's considering that layoff and decreasing the number of employees from 7,500 to just under 2,000.
Wow.
Twitter had already been looking to slash their workforce by about 25% to shave $800 million off payroll by the end of next year. So the plan is an indication that the company was struggling with financial issues before Elon Musk came into the picture and helped him out.
Wow. This isn't going to end well, y'all. Elon Musk owning Twitter is not going to end well.
Why you say that?
I just don't think it's going to end well. I think, Twitter is already a place that needs a lot of rules and a lot of regulations, because I feel like any place that you broadcast from, the same way we're a radio station and we do broadcast, same way television networks do broadcast, there's FCC rules and regulations. It's already a place that needs to be regulated, and I think he's just going to make it even more of the Wild Wild West. And I think it's going to embolden, a lot of people to really, just jump out the window on social media. And he's already saying he wants to do things like, let Donald Trump come back and things like that. I just think it's not going well.
Well, Variety reported that Elon Musk acknowledged during a review call that he was overpaying for Twitter, but he stressed the long-term potential for Twitter, in my view, is an order of magnitude greater than its current value. All right, and that is your front page news.
All right. Thank you, Missy. Now, when we come back, artist Steve Lacy will be joining us, and we're going to kick it with him. He has a #1 record, Bad Habit, on Billboard right now. So we're gonna talk to Steve Lacy when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Steve Lacy, what's happening, brother?
Nothing much, man. It's pretty early.
I can tell you don't like early mornings. I can tell that's early morning attire right there.
He might have not gone to sleep yet.
The black hoodie, the shades, just like, oh, God.
No, I'm really happy to be here. This is, I watch the show a lot.
Thank you.
How does it feel like for you to have the success that you've had? You have a #1 song right now.
That's true. I don't really know. It's hard for me to take things in, especially when I'm like in tour mode. So I don't know. I'm like grateful, but
You still working?
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to take anything in right now.
Was #1 was 2 weeks in a row, right?
2 weeks, yeah.
Did you just expect the success of this song when you recorded it?
No. To me, I mean, I never think about that when I'm making music. Like, you know, I've been making music for years, and I think to me, it's always just been just a process of getting better at making music.
So was this inspired by real, true life things or any particular incident?
Yeah, I always feel like that about people.
Like, I wish I would have said something.
Yeah, because I see somebody I'm crushing on, and them just be like, "Oh, they look cute," and then be like, "Okay."
Why don't you say something?
I don't know.
When is the last time you've been in a situation where you just had to holler, though?
I don't do it.
Never?
He bites his tongue. It's a bad habit.
Wow.
I'm shy. I'm really shy. I'm trying to think. It'll probably be like through a friend or something. I'll be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
What Gemini characteristics do you think you have?
All of them.
Because Geminis are a little crazy. And they're very manipulative.
What? Yes.
All the Geminis I know.
And they can use their powers for good or evil.
Yeah, that's true.
And they really have 2 different personalities.
Yeah.
So what are the ones you said when you say you have all of them? What are they?
Like, how hard is it to leave the house and not act like Kanye?
Well, that's easy. He's him, you know. We're pretty different.
Y'all had a relationship too, right? At one point, or
yeah.
Oh, working relationship or
matching tattoo with him.
You and him and Little Uzi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that just happened. Okay, yeah. So
we here forever, technically.
Yeah.
Did that age well?
Ask myself this question every day.
It was just 2 weeks ago, sir.
I know. Oh no.
Is that an actual friend? Would you call him a friend?
Kanye?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was exciting when he said what he said about you, how amazing you are as an artist.
Yeah. No, he was kind of definitely a huge part of kind of me getting to it on this album. Because I was around, I haven't said this on anything, but I'm on the Breakfast Club, so I can say it. I feel comfortable. But I was like kind of like a ghost on like on Donda around that time at the stadiums and stuff, and I never experienced nothing like that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I would just get these different tasks. Like first I'm there because he liked my drums. So I'm there programming drums. He's like, we need Steve Lacy drums all over the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
So I like programmed drums a bunch of times, and then I had like the duty, just like reproducing some songs. And then it was just like this whole journey. But I would always do my job and then go leave because I was like working on my album. And yeah, seemed like he always noticed me when I would leave.
So he called you
like
out
5 days.
Yeah.
And then now I gotta go home. Where you at? So we kind of maintained a relationship after that.
What'd you do with the White Lives Matter shirt he sent you?
I ain't got one of those.
Okay.
The internet. So what's going on with that? I know a lot of you did like solo projects, but is that something that you guys are gonna come back together and do something?
You know, I'm not really sure.
Is it something you're talking about? Is there, because it feels like, you know, people aren't sure what's happening with the internet. Is it?
Right. You know, I have no idea. I'm going to keep it a buck.
If it was up to you.
I legit have no idea. If it was up to me, I mean, I would make another record. I mean, I just love making music with everybody.
Is it static between the group?
No, it's chill. It's just, you know, everybody's kind of doing their solo thing right now.
And that's all. I mean, that's big, being that, you know, you're having a lot of success for the fact that you say that that you want to do another album.
Yeah.
Because you might ask other members and they'd be like, well, it's Steve. Steve's too busy doing his solo thing. It's #1 record. You know?
Nah, I don't think it's like that. I don't know. I really don't know. Because it's hard to, I think nowadays too, to just be all together at the same time. Schedules is crazy. Like I'm on tour for the rest of the year.
You give me a Prince vibe.
Oh, I appreciate that.
The way you move, you know what I mean? Like,
I got a Prince tattoo right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
And even some of the music gives me Prince is my favorite artist of all time.
He a Gemini too?
Yeah, so like I said.
Shady as shady. You give me the shady energy too.
All right, in the honest moments, okay?
I could be a little petty. Yeah,
would you say in relationships, normally it ends because of you or because of the other person?
Ooh. Sarate. I don't know, maybe me.
Okay.
Probably me.
That's an honest moment.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that. Probably me.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
I don't know how to do relationships yet. I'm 24.
Right.
And plus, I feel like my foundations are always faulty anyways. So I feel like...
Ooh, that's some self-awareness.
Yeah. I feel like my relationships don't start in a good place that will like give us the longevity. So I feel like I'll reach a point where I'm like just trying to find to just be like, oh, okay, this is getting on my nerves.
So when you say that, do you mean like they started with maybe just sex? Like,
yeah, like exactly.
You're supposed
like,
to be just you want to fall in love.
Right. And then I'll be like, okay, whatever. Like I'll just do it and then be like, okay, what the hell? And it'll be months and I'm like, wait, what the hell is going on? And then I just got a dip.
And then come back maybe and do it again.
Yeah, I'd double back.
Well, if you write a song about me,
I quadruple back. I come back.
If you write a song about me, we go together for a long goddamn time. Because they say Gemini Rights is about ex-boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can't write a record about me and tell the world it's about me and then expect me just to leave, Steve Lacy.
Yeah. We don't talk.
What?
Yeah.
Did he hit you up about that?
I played him the album right before it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of stopped talking.
Because you probably didn't express none of those feelings to him. You probably just did it in the music. Oh, you did? Okay,
no, I
okay.
did. I was very vocal about what's going on. And I was like, this is what I played on the record. I was like, this is how I was feeling and stuff.
Does that help you with the healing process of breaking up?
Definitely.
Really?
This album specifically helped me get through it real hard.
Mm-hmm.
There was this moment, I think, that like shifted my relationship to like journaling and work, where it was like 2 weeks after breakup. I was really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
The intro with the Static song, like, baby, you got something in your nose. I was like super pissed off. And I had just got back home from New York and I had these like ceramics that I like made that were at his house on my marble table in my house. And my sister was house sitting for me. So I'm looking at this bag. I look inside this bag and I'm like, wait, how the hell did these get here? So I call my little sister like, yo, how you get these? She's like, oh yeah, like we just got lunch and like he told me about everything.
Wow.
And I'm like, why the you getting lunch with my little sister? Like y'all not buddy. So I'm like, you using my little sister to like get to me, like like that's my family. Like, so I was like,
You ain't clear the ceramics off like
right, no, exactly. In that moment, I really wanted to do something crazy, and then my friend Alan, shouts out to Alan, he was like, yo, you can't do about this,
mm-hmm.
And I was like, this nigga low-key right. So I was just studio, calling my friends, ranting to them, and just went in the studio. And then I did that bass line, played the piano, and then just kind of freestyling. And then that song came about.
All right, we got more with Steve Lacy when we come back. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Everybody, it's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Steve Lacy. Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about the song Static then?
I love that song. Yeah.
If you had to stunt your shining for your lover, dump that.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious because I got these 16-year-olds singing this song. I'm like, y'all don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Like the first bar, I'm talking about ketamine. They don't even know what ketamine is.
Right.
The drug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sniffing that K. That's a K-hole reference.
So, I think about that too, because think about how many songs you grew up listening to and you had no idea.
Hold on, now don't just be.
What you're thinking about.
I'm like, where's the K-hole?
A K-hole, you know what K-hole is?
No.
That's when you do too much ketamine and you just kind of like a zombie, like you can't move. It's like paralysis.
Oh, okay.
So that's a real story.
No, I mean, not for me. I wasn't.
No, not for you, but I'm saying because that's not about you in the song.
No, it's not about me. I was kind of, no, it wasn't about me.
I've said too much.
Yeah.
Now, when you made the album, did you think about because I don't even know what category to put this album in? You know how they're like, this is this genre, or when you get nominated for a Grammy, this is the genre that this would go in.
Right.
So when you think about that, like, how would you categorize it?
I really don't know. I've always had a weird relationship with genre. Because I feel like I'm always making all type of stuff, and I'm inspired by so many things.
Do you care about things like Grammys and nominations? And I mean, having a #1 song, I know you care about that.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't care until I was #2.
I saw you said, who's I got a suck to get to #1?
Yeah, I found it. No, I'm just
Who do you have to suck?
Nah, nobody.
It's a joke.
I don't know if that's a joke or not. This is the industry. You can't just throw things out there like that.
Keep on getting #1s.
That dark world on the YouTube is going to say, see, Lacy said you had to suck somebody to get to #1.
Man. When I was at #100 and stuff, I was like, okay, like that's dope.
I made it to the charts. That's
yeah,
dope.
I'm like, cool. Then we had 50 something. I'm like, okay, that's like in like 2 weeks. That's crazy. Okay, cool. And then we in the top 10. I'm at #8. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what's up. And then we at #2, and I'm like, oh, now I want the #1. But I wouldn't think about that.
Well, congratulations, though. That is an accomplishment.
Very much an accomplishment.
Like, how many people are ever going to have a #1 song?
Yeah. No, I'm super grateful. But do I care about Grammys and stuff? Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. Like, again, I didn't care about that till I got nominated.
Right.
you know?
Like, hey, this could happen.
Yeah, exactly. So
you had to have been nominated as a producer before, though, right?
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Probably every year since I got first nominated. I've probably been there.
What was your first nomination?
Ego Death.
Really?
Ego Death. And that was the first piece of music I ever worked on. Like, I was there with my mom in like this like $150 suit from downtown.
Nice. I'm sure you still made it look fresh.
Yeah, I did what I did.
I remember all of us being, still are excited about the internet because it was like we hadn't seen a hip hop like band since the Roots.
Yeah, that was the first thing I ever worked on. And I remember, I had the co-executive producer credit on that. And at the time, I was still in high school.
Wow.
So I didn't know what the hell that meant. Co-executive producer. I'm thinking like, if you get that title, it's probably everybody in the band. So I'm like, okay, like I don't know what to make of it. Matt called me one day. He was like, yeah, we're gonna make you co-exec. I'm like, okay, like whatever. And I remember on the hard copy of the CD, I saw it. It was like co-executive produced by Sidney Bennett, Matt Martians, and Steve Lacy. And I was like, oh, that must mean like I did something substantial on this.
Yeah.
But I had no idea.
That caused problems with the rest of the group?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, it was fine.
And then you started producing for other people. I know you produced for Solange and Kendrick and Cole.
Yeah. Well, Damn got nominated, so I had a nomination for that. I produced Pride. And then Apollo 21, I was nominated. Vampire Weekend, I was nominated. But yeah, I've been nominated a couple times.
What feels better, being nominated as a producer or nominated as an artist?
I mean, definitely as an artist. Yeah, that's cool. Because at the time, too, I thought I was like, I feel like I knew I didn't do my best on that album, so I was kind of like mad at myself, and in a lot of ways, I thought that album was a failure for me. So
really,
yeah, because I knew I could have spent more time on it. So I was kind of like sitting with that and being like I just rushed this. I was too antsy to put something out because I'm seeing everybody else. I just had this weird pressure on myself to just be like, drop this when I didn't need to. But I still did it, and it came out, did what it did, and I still ended up at the Grammys. So I was like, oh.
Imagine if I gave it my all.
Right. No,
Imagine
that was literally, yeah. No, seriously, because I feel like I wasn't caring. I kind of was in this like, oh, whatever, like it mentality. Because it was weird being a producer, being in a band, like all these things kept me from going as hard at being my own artist. So I had to make a conscious shift in my mind to say, okay, I am an artist. I do care about this. And, I had to look at the core of like why I do what I do anyway. And I realized that I have respect.
Respect for, like people having respect for you?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, and I realized I found like a new confidence in music that without ego though.
Ooh.
This confidence of my love for something. I was like, I could be confident because I'm someone who loves music. I'm a person that would be doing this regardless of the #1, regardless of the Grammy nominations. Like I will still be in the studio making music
I wonder, because I always see that with like extremely gifted, talented individuals, the thing that they suffer from the most is motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how they say hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Most people who aren't super talented have a crazy work ethic because of the lack of talent. But people who got that super talent don't necessarily have the work ethic, and they got to motivate themselves to get up and go do what comes easy to them.
Yeah, I definitely got to find it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to make something every day.
You need more breakups.
No more breakups.
You're enjoying the single life.
Yeah,
And knowing that you can always double back.
Yeah, but I be falling in love, though.
So it is your
Really?
okay.
Are you a Cancer cusp?
No.
Okay.
I'm a Taurus cusp. So I feel like my Gemini is very adventurous. And then my Taurus, I got a Taurus moon. And my Taurus moon just be like, just chill with this person. They got enough. They're comfortable. And I'll be like, yeah, you right. I'm going to just post up with this.
Damn, you a problem. I know you're tight, bro. You're a problem. Okay? Y'all this earthy right. Making these people fall in love with you only to just leave them high and dry.
No, I don't leave them
and then write a song about them.
I don't
Steve.
leave people high and dry, Charlamagne. I really don't. I be caring.
That's what you tell them, and that's exactly why they be in their feelings.
I really be caring.
Okay.
Caring.
So you care about
Something there.
You care about all your past relationships?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, the last one, I'm sure we're gonna be friends sooner or later.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope he learns to rap. I hope he learns to rap. Makes a diss record about you.
Yeah, I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
You
That would
feel
be
like,
sick.
and you said this on Sunshine, like trying to keep your emotions in check. Is that something you feel like you do in relationships? You don't want to fall in love?
I feel like I do. I love falling in love.
You think it's real, or you think it's more like lust?
That's
You told me you loved me.
It feels like love in the moment, but it's
Yeah, it does feel like love in the moment, but it does turn out to be, something else. It's like when Scooby-Doo, when they got the monster on, it's like love on his face, and then you take the mask off, and it's like, it's lust. We got him.
Wow.
That's how it is.
You just pissed off every single past boo.
Well, the thing is, I haven't fallen in love. But I still love these people though.
Right.
I still
got
tell
love
them
for
like,
them.
yeah, I still tell them like, I love you though. I don't know if I've been in love, but like what we've been through, like I still love you.
Stop telling them stuff like you'll give them the world. How about that, Steve?
I mean, I will.
Yeah,
No,
he
you will
means
give them a
it.
state. You have to say the world, a city. Can you have a whole
Yes.
state, a whole world, Steve?
I gotta give the world to everybody I'm with.
All right, we got more with Steve Lacy when we come back. Let's get into his single, Bad Habit. We're still kicking it with Steve Lacy. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Everybody, it's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Steve Lacy. That was Bad Habit. Yee.
Do you feel like people around you have changed with your success as a solo artist? Because now it's like he got money. He's number one, going on these sold out tours.
Right.
And things are different.
I'm blessed with people that are not gassed up by the at all.
Mm-hmm.
Even my family, like, is super regular. And I think that's what makes it hard for me to be like, I don't know the difference between any of this stuff because the tone of my life is still the same. Like,
What about labels? Just as a person, as a person, like what do you label yourself? Because you see bios and they'll say, "Oh, he's black, he's Filipino, he's bisexual."
Right.
It's like
all these things.
Yeah,
man, I'm just Steve.
Does any of that stuff affect the content of your music, or is it just it's like, nah, love is love, like
Yeah, I feel like I'm one of those people that are less vocal in talking about what I'm doing, but rather like walking like everything, like whatever I'm feeling at the time, whatever I believe, I'm gonna just walk in it and you gonna feel it rather than being like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, you should do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna spread it. I'm like, I just want to exist. Like that's always been my goal. Like I just want to exist. I don't want to speak for nobody. I want to speak for myself. I just want to be peaceful and just leave me alone.
Because I feel like all of that could be a lot of pressure when you're
too much.
When you got to speak for all of these different communities.
Yeah, and the thing is like you can't. We all have so many different upbringings and stuff. So who am I to assume your experience, and put it in this box of experiences and claim it as something, I never tried to do that. And I don't let nobody do that for me.
We're going to appreciate this interview in the future. And the reason we're going to appreciate this interview, because I know what type of artist you are. You're going to blow up and nobody's going to be able to find you. You're going to disconnect from the world. And you're going to be one of those mysterious, what happened to Steve Lacy guys. All you're going to hear is music and nothing else. And touring.
You predicted that. Yeah, I do plan on doing that.
Gets tiresome, right?
A little bit.
Yeah.
That perception of self, bro, I'm always trying to run away from that.
I get it, though.
But I'm honored to be here. I was really nervous. I was like, man, is Charlamagne gonna troll me, bro?
Troll you? What?
I don't know. I was like, damn, he gonna find something. He gonna.
No.
But no, it's been chill.
Do you enjoy social media? I think you do a good job on yours.
Yeah, no, I feel like I enjoy watching the chaos. I don't enjoy being in it. I like to watch.
You keep hanging around Kanye, you're gonna be right in the midst of it.
Oh no.
Are you gonna keep that tattoo?
Yeah, it's a fun story. Tell my kids.
So was it like just a random? Let's all just get
Yeah, we was drinking some Casamigos, shooting those shades. So he was doing like a campaign for those. So I was just shooting those, taking photos, and we just ended up getting matching tattoos. Man.
Whose idea was it?
It was like a collective. We all gonna do this type of thing. I made music with Uzi afterward. I think Ye did.
What was the phrase? Something about
we here forever. Yeah, it was Uzi said that.
Okay, we here forever technically.
Yeah.
That means like through music and art, like you
through art. Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
And you said you and Uzi recorded music afterwards?
Yeah, we did.
How many songs?
Bro, we pushed out like 5.
Wow. For whose project? Just in general, or?
Well, Uzi just make music.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Is he one of your closest people in this game?
No, I haven't. Before that moment, I haven't seen Uzi for a couple years. Probably since like 2018. I met Uzi in the studio working on Neon Guts, actually.
Oh, okay.
With him and Pharrell, I met both of them that day. But that was the last time I saw Uzi.
Really?
Yeah. So it was good to see him. We always keep in touch, though.
Y'all had a very good relationship with Mac Miller, too.
Yeah.
That's one of the first times I heard about the internet, being with Mac.
Yeah, that was like one of the first celebs I ever worked with.
Would he embrace y'all? He saw y'all online, or?
Well, he was friends with the internet before I came around, so I think they had just came up. They was working on music together. I think when I came around, they were on the Space Migration tour, but they were his backing band. So they had been great friends with Mac, and I was kind of new coming around that, and he embraced me too.
All right.
All right, well,
let's get Steve Lacy out of here.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
ready to go.
I did my part.
No, I'm having fun. I can keep going, man. Y'all got some more questions for me? I don't want to leave now.
I actually have to go do an interview. Good Day DC live.
She got to go.
Okay.
Don't blame me. No, but I really did enjoy having you here. I do love the project. I could tell you, I love Fouché on there. I think that was a great collab. Like I said, I'm a girl, so that's like my,
No, she wrote like half the album with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. And then the other one, Buttons.
Oh, fire.
Yeah. So.
Damn, that's cool. You like those.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for coming through, and I hope that when you decide not to do no more stuff, you still come up here.
I'm going to come. No, for real.
I doubt it, but it's going to be a pleasure to watch.
No, I'm serious. I'm a fan of The Breakfast Club.
I'm sorry.
It's like crazy for me to be here.
The Breakfast Club, as you know it, no longer.
Yeah, you made it before. Yeah, a lot of stuff is about to change.
Oh.
Yeah, Angela leaves.
Wow, so this is kind of iconic.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to make sure you got here before I left. So we could do it.
Damn, that's really special. Thanks for having me.
It's Steve Lacy, y'all. It's
only 24 years old. Can you believe it? You
wow.
got so much on the way. So congrats.
Thank you, guys.
She's spilling the tea. This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right, well, Quavo and Takeoff sat down on Drink Champs, and they talked about could they ever potentially reunite with Offset. It feels like there's some real bad blood, and especially when you're so close and something happens and you fall out. Sometimes it's a lot to figure out how there can be a reunion, but there can be. Listen to this.
Name who y'all think could versus with us, but Not.
Or someone you would have fun going up against.
You can't do OGs. You can't do OGs. We not.
Right. You want it to be
no OGs.
And we can't do Amigos reunions for one versus. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm asking. Huh? Nah, not for one versus.
If the check right.
Okay, if the check right.
Yes. So if the check is right, perhaps you could see them, reunite.
I think Ray Shremmerd would be a good versus with Migos.
Okay.
Personally.
All right.
I'm not saying who would win, but I think Ray Shremmerd would be a good versus.
I got to think about that. Who do I think would be good? Yeah, let's see.
Migos got a lot of records.
Yeah, they have a
Migos
lot.
got a lot of records.
Because I feel like Ray Shremmerd took a little break.
Yeah, they did. Migos has a
Ray
lot.
Shremmerd
I feel like they
got
put out a lot more music.
But Migos got more music. Migos definitely
Migos
got more music.
definitely have more music.
But Ray Shremmerd got some joints.
All right, now Akon recently finally addressed that whole situation with that fake watch on the cruise show. Remember, French Montana said Akon gave him a fake watch? Here's what he said.
I get the watch, I put one on. He came, I said, yo, I got something for you, bro. He came, what's up? I said, here you go, check it out. Right. French clearly went to his jeweler. Jeweler was like, yo, this is fake. Oh, no. I was like, what do you mean fake? I said, this tick, don't it? This shit work, right? I didn't understand that there was a specific brand that it actually looked just like, was almost like a replica brand. I had no idea. So he came and said, yo, bro, man, it's messed up, man. This watch is fake. I said, bro, what are you talking about? This watch is amazing. Look at this. Who else got watches like this? Right. I'm not knowing that it's a replica of a Hublot. Not only was I upset because I paid like $5,000 for each watch. Ooh. But obviously for a Hublot, that wasn't no money.
$5,000 and he thought it was a real watch, a real Hublot.
He might have thought he was getting a discount because he Akon.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man. Akon.
He might have thought the jeweler was looking out for him because he Akon.
$5,000. How much does a Hublot cost, Envy?
It depends. It depends. And yeah, Charlamagne, you could be right. He probably thought the jeweler was giving him a discount.
He bought a bunch for $5,000?
Each or a bunch of watches for $5,000?
Well, yeah, each.
You said each.
Because some of them...
Yeah, it could have been. He probably thought the jeweler was giving him a discount. It could have been a stainless steel watch. Or he could have just went to Canal Street and got it for probably, $30?
By the way, man, French, nobody knows the watch is fake but you.
Well, okay? French Montana told it.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody would know the watch is fake but French because, it's French Montana. They see French with the watch on, they're just going to assume it's real.
And listen, remember they had that fake Watch Busters Instagram page and they was busting people?
It's still up there.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want.
Yeah, fake watches only look fake on people that you don't think got it.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you.
Because people get accused of that all the time.
Remember Lil Baby got caught with somebody sold him a fake watch a while back?
How did they find out the watch was fake?
On Fake Watch Buster?
Yeah.
How Fake Watch Buster be knowing? I don't know.
They test it.
No. Well, there's different things. That if you a watch collector, there's different things you can know about certain watches, and they peeped it and seen it and told him, and they gave him his money back, and I think he actually purchased another one. But yeah, he didn't know it was fake, of course.
All right, now let's.
I don't have no problem with men wearing costume jewelry.
No, shut up.
Let's talk about Lil Baby.
All the men with costume jewelry.
Costume jewelry is not bad. You just don't want a fake replica of something. If it's going to be costume, let it be costume, but you don't want to be like, this is...
Turn your wrist green.
All right, now, Lil Baby was on with Sway, and he talked about a lot of different things. He talked about being in touch with Young Thug's family while Young Thug has been incarcerated. And another thing that he talked about is crypto, because he did invest.
Well, I feel like I'm going to win with investing and stuff. Like, I'm a gambler already. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I do on a way smaller level is gamble. So I actually lost millions investing.
In what? So I don't make the same mistake.
In crypto.
Wow, in crypto.
I made money too.
Okay. In crypto.
I made money in crypto before I lost it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like an up and down thing.
How do you approach crypto now, when you invest?
I'm kinda on a back end right now for crypto. I got a crypto team. I'm trying to see what's what, because I be just asking them is crypto dead? And like, nah. So crypto people, they got a lot of faith in crypto still. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, but he did make money, but then he did lose money. So, it is, people will tell you still it's a good investment, but there's a lot of different cryptocurrencies. So it's also investing in the right ones and when you buy it and so on and so forth. All right, Apple is going to release a Steph Curry documentary called Underrated, produced by A24 and Ryan Coogler. So the documentary will look at his standout performance during the 2008 NCAA tournament with Davidson College and lead up to his 4th NBA title win last season, along with his first NBA Finals MVP trophy. Good to watch? Yes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is weird how Steph does seem to still be underrated with all his accomplishments. 4 rings, greatest shooter in NBA history, back-to-back MVPs, the only unanimous MVP in NBA history. It just seems like with all of these, he revolutionized the game of basketball. Everybody plays like Steph now. It does seem with all of that, he's still underrated. And I think it's because he's beige.
And remember, they said he was signing a $1 billion deal with Under Armour.
Mm-hmm.
A lifetime deal. All right, well, that is your rumor report.
All right. Donkey today. Who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, we all got to figure out, our ego position and how to not let our ego get in the way. But, boy, if you can't let your ego go in this situation, I don't know what to tell you. But Darrell Brooks needs to come to the front of the congregation. We like to have a word with him.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Our Audible pick of the day is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This adventure is about one astronaut's race to save the world. Start listening by signing up for a free 30-day trial at the home of storytelling. Audible.com/Breakfast Club.
Charlamagne, say the gang, donkey of the day. Charlamagne.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit me with the heat.
Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Well, Ed Sheeran, Donkey of the Day for Friday, October 21st goes to Darrell Brooks. Do you know who Darrell Brooks is? Darrell Brooks is the man who was charged with driving through a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Did I pronounce that right? I think I know her, by the way. Salute to Waukesha. On November 21st, 2021. You know what? Let me not say driving, okay? What he did was turn his vehicle into a weapon of mass destruction because he was on the run after abusing and harassing his ex-girlfriend, Erica Patterson. So he decided to plow through this Christmas parade, and he ended up killing 6 people. R.I.P. to Wilhelm Hospel, who was 81, Virginia Sorensen, who was 79, Leanna Lee Owen, who was 71, Jane Kulik, who was 52, Tamara Duran, who was also 52, and Jackson Sparks, who was only 8. Lord have mercy. I tell y'all all the time, hurt people do indeed hurt people. And every day of our natural born lives, we just trying to avoid other people's hurt. It's hard enough doing the work on yourself so you don't project, your hurt on the other people. But it's virtually impossible to control someone else projecting their hurt onto you. And this is sadly one of those times. Well, this human, Darrell, is on trial. And if you have been following this case, and you know he has a history of being kicked out of court, and he represents himself in this murder case because he fired his lawyers. By the way, he's had a history of getting kicked out of court even before he fired his lawyers. So he represents himself in this murder trial, which all but guarantees he's going to prison. You got to say that like Little Caesar says, pizza, prison. Because when you're facing 6 murders and you've killed everyone from children to senior citizens and you representing yourself, you're really just wasting all of our time and taxpayer dollars. Even though you're probably providing high-level entertainment as we watch you drown in this courtroom, it's still a waste of time and just prolonging the inevitable forever that you're going to get behind bars, and rightfully so. Okay, and listen, clearly Darrell knows that because in court he moves like a man who knows he's about to get sentenced to forever in prison. Because this man is always going back and forth with the judge, Jennifer Doro, and this Wednesday he took his disrespect of the judge, Jennifer, to another level. See, he was having another, I guess, outburst in court, and the judge advised him to be quiet. This is what happened after the judge advised him to be quiet.
Mr. Brooks, I'm bringing the jury out and we're continuing. We're going to get through these witnesses.
Okay? And I'm not stopping you from
doing that.
Through
your behavior, you're not going to delay these proceedings today.
I'm not trying to delay the proceedings, so I wish you would stop being incorrect on the record and saying what I'm trying to do if you don't know that. You don't know what I'm trying to do.
I'm bringing the jury out. I'm not going to argue with you.
Then don't. Because I'm not arguing with you either. I'm stating facts.
You're raising your voice. It's
because I'm tired of you always making a record.
At me.
You're making a record of me trying to look bad. I know what you're trying to do. It's not going to work. You're not making a record of
Mr.
not
Brooks,
being able.
I'm advising you to be quiet because the jury's coming back out.
You're advising me to be quiet? Is you telling me to be quiet?
I'm advising you to be respectful when the jury comes out.
Are you telling me to be quiet or are you asking me?
I'm asking you and advising
Okay,
you.
thank you for correcting that, because don't nobody tell me what to do. I don't tell nobody else what to do. I'm a grown man with grown kids. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. Nobody.
Whoa.
You should be quiet. Like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told Mike Wallace. Okay?
Whoa.
You should be quiet, Daryl. My brothers, my sisters, this is a man who truly has 0 F's left to give. He knows he's clearly never, ever seeing outside ever again. So he has accepted his fate because there is no way in hell you talk to the judge like that if you have any plans of coming home ever to see those kids you just mentioned. Okay? The audacity of this man to say to the judge, don't nobody tell me what to do. I don't tell nobody else what to do. We're all adults here. I've never told you to do anything here at all. Let me hear that again. Let me hear it again.
Because don't nobody tell me what to do. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. Nobody.
Whoa.
Daryl clearly does not understand the power dynamics of a courtroom. See, here's the thing. When that judge, Jennifer Doro, sentences you to forever, because that's what you're getting, forever, okay? Like, he's going to get one of those sentences that looks like what Tom Brady is getting paid to be an on-air analyst for Fox Sports when he retires. Tom getting $375 million for 10 years. This dude, Daryl, going to get 375 years for 10 outbursts in court. Okay, matter of fact, he's going to get that lifetime $1 billion deal Nike gave to LeBron minus the $1 billion. He's just going to get the lifetime. Okay, you're going to prison forever. Okay, and you know who's going to sentence you and tell you to do that time? The judge. Okay, so the judge can indeed tell you what to do. The nerve of you to still be in the court talking about you a man and nobody tells you what to do. This is a prime example of ego being the enemy. Okay, ego is toxic to any environment, but when you're facing all of that in a court of law, please, you know who else gonna tell you what to do? The CEO. Okay, when the CEO tells you to go to sleep. Okay, you're really not even a man anymore. You're an inmate, property of the state. Not only is the judge going to tell you what to do, so is the CEO of the prison that you're going to. They're going to tell you what to do. They're going to tell you when to shower. They're going to tell you when to eat. They're going to tell you when to sleep. They're going to tell you when to work. You are going to spend the rest of your life being told what to do because of your poor life choices. Hey, man, I'm all for freedom of speech, but I'm also for freedom of shutting the F up. And this is one of those times Darryl Brooks should have taken the judge's advice and shut the F up. Please let Remy Ma give Darryl Brooks the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker. You dumb.
You don't play with them chords, man.
Man, come on, man. He don't care no more, though. He clearly
don't. Nobody tell me what to do. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. Nobody.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Watch what that judge. That judge gonna tell you how much time to do, which is gonna be forever. And them CEOs gonna definitely tell you what to do when you property of the state.
Forever, ever? All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. All right, now when we come back, it's Friday, and you know what that means. It's Freaky Friday. Now, the Freaky Friday question is, Charlamagne?
I don't know.
I thought it was about threesomes.
It is. It's a Master Charlamagne.
I don't know nothing about no damn threesomes.
All right. Have you ever turned, well, let me put it like this.
Oh, I know what we was talking about. We was talking about Ray J and Princess Love, that whole situation from earlier this week. Do we have the clip?
Yes. We're done. You can't get away from me. We have kids.
We haven't been divorced yet, so you don't know. Trust me, all that's gonna change.
We don't know what that looks like.
I don't care.
Oh, you don't?
No. Okay. You've already been doing it.
Anytime I ever was with, guess who was with me? Princess!
I loved Ray so much and tried to do the whole threesome thing, but nothing is ever enough for Ray, and I can't keep sacrificing myself and my sanity trying to be something that I'm not to make him happy.
I thought we might have hugged each other and kissed each other and ran off into the sand, but it didn't happen. It's probably gonna be better for us to get the divorce because that is the way for us to survive.
All right, 800-585-1051. Have you ever done a threesome you didn't want to do to save a marriage? Have you ever, I guess it's almost
just to keep a man.
Yeah.
Because a man wanted you to. I know a woman who was in that situation, and she thought she was going to hell because she participated in gay activities. So this is a more than a common thing.
Okay, all right.
So how many women out there I would love to know did that in order to keep a man, keep a relationship?
All right, let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club is Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday.
And the Freaky Friday question comes from Ray J and Princess. Let's hear.
We're done. You can't get away from me. We have kids.
We haven't been divorced yet, so you don't know. Trust me, all that's gonna change.
We don't know what that looks like.
I don't care.
Oh, you don't?
No. Okay. You've already been doing it.
Anytime I ever was with, guess who was with me? Princess!
I loved Ray so much and tried to do the whole threesome thing, but nothing is ever enough for Ray, and I can't keep sacrificing myself and my sanity trying to be something that I'm not to make him happy.
So the question is 800-585-1051. Have you ever been gay in your relationship because you wanted to save it? I guess that's the question, right?
Man, shut up, man. That is not the goddamn question.
Have you ever had a threesome?
What is wrong with you, bro? No, that is not the question. Okay, the question is, yes, what Angela Yee just said, because it's based off the Ray J Princess Love situation, and Princess Love said she was doing threesomes just to save her marriage. And I know, some women that have been in this position before, so I guess this is a common thing.
Okay.
So we're asking how many women out there did that.
Hello, who's this?
To save their relationship.
This is Lois.
Hey, Lois, good morning. Talk to us.
Good morning, Breakfast Club. So on the topic, I would have to say, honestly, no. I've been asked, but I don't like girls, so if you're not willing to be with a boy for me, I can't be with a girl for you.
Oh, so you would think about it if your man was willing to be with a guy.
No, that's just a way of saying I know he's not going to do that. That's just a hard no.
Exactly, a hard no.
That sounds like an Uno reverse. That's what that sounds like.
Uno reverse Jesus cowboy.
Yes, don't ask what you don't want to give.
Damn.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mama.
That's fair.
All right. Well, good morning, Breakfast Club. I love you guys.
We love you too.
All righty, Mama. Hello, who's this?
I'm Anonymous.
Hey, Anonymous.
we feel you, girl.
So what happened, Anonymous?
Pretty much I agreed to be in a relationship with someone that said he wanted to do poly. And pretty much it turned out to not be poly. We became swingers. And I guess as far as Ray J and Princess, pretty much the same thing. He kind of manipulated our entire relationship. It was never enough. We had threesomes, we had orgies, and I don't know. It just became a mess. And when we knew we weren't gonna get anywhere, we kind of just not had your partners, but I don't know. It was just never enough for him. No matter how many women he was available to sleep with in a lifestyle, he just...
Were the orgies with men and women, or just all women?
They were both. Yeah, they were both.
Okay, so he was bisexual too.
No comment.
That's a yes. That's a yes.
You're anonymous.
If there was men and women, yes, he was bi.
And what made you decide to go ahead and do it though? Just because you were I want to make.
I never had that experience before, and it was just something new, and I thought I had good intentions about it, and it just turned out to kind of be a bad It just didn't work out.
Okay, so you would do it. Would you do it again, like a threesome or orgy?
Probably not. I don't know. No.
Well, thank you, Mama.
Yeah, I'm torn.
We didn't ask you, Yee, have you ever
No, I've never had a threesome. I remember when I first started talking to my boyfriend, he was like, would you do it? I was like, nope, and he never asked me again.
Okay, Charlamagne, have you ever, brought a guy into your situation?
Man, shut up, man.
800.
He'll let you watch.
First of all, call Gia and ask Gia, have you ever brought a guy into this situation, huh? Because I'm tired of people not telling the whole story. You want me to tell the whole story, Envy? Huh? Since you asking questions this morning?
So that's a yes for both of you.
What story?
Huh, Envy?
What story?
Huh?
What story?
Let me stop for you.
Because if you're telling him, you're telling on yourself.
Let me stop.
Yeah, what story are you talking about, sir?
That's going to be crazy when me and Envy sue each other for defamation. Because we get tired. Because we get fed up. We get fed up when playing with each other.
800-585-1051. Ladies, have you ever did a threesome to please your partner? That is the question, to save your marriage or relationship. Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. You know what that means?
It's Freaky Friday.
That's right. And the Freaky Friday question is, ladies, have you ever had a threesome to save your marriage, right? Something that you didn't want to do, but you did it for your man. So let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Yes, hello.
Hey, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Z. I'm calling from Plainfield, New Jersey.
Hey, have you ever had a threesome to please your man or to save your marriage or relationship?
Okay, so my situation is a little different. I had an ex of mine, felt as though he had to do a threesome in order to keep me.
Oh, so your guy had a threesome with another guy to keep you?
No, with another girl.
Okay, so it was your idea, and he wasn't really into it.
Okay, no. See, okay, so now we had spoke. I spoke one time about me doing a threesome. With the past relationship, how much I liked it and enjoyed it, and he asked if I would do it just with the girl, and I said yeah. So from that point forward, he was very different sexually. He was just trying to be something that he wasn't, and I'm like, what's going on? So he's like, well, listen, let's do a threesome, and he just came out and was like, during it, I'm looking at him like, wow, he's just watching us. So I was like, what'd you think about that? So he's like, I really feel like I need to do that in order to keep you. I was like, wow, really? So, sometimes I can say it can kind of go both ways. Sometimes you don't really know, it's like, if a gentleman is feeling as though maybe he can't please his woman, and maybe perhaps she would be interested in doing that too. Sometimes we say a little too much to our guys, and we forget that we tell them certain things.
Okay.
All right, well, thank
That's
you, Mama.
true.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Marissa from Houston, Texas.
Hey, good morning. Talk to us. Tell us your story, Mama.
Well, I definitely have never did no threesome for somebody. People don't, you'll get in the bed with them and somebody else, and they'll get jealous about how you moving with another person. Like, people really don't know what they want. Like, if I get into a threesome, it's because I want to.
Okay.
Well,
and you enjoy it. Would you ever propose it? Like, would it be your idea?
Yeah. I've had threesomes before. I enjoy them.
Okay. Would you do that with your man or your husband?
Yeah, definitely. Spontaneous nights. I don't think I'm into maybe planned situations. Oh baby, I've been looking at this girl. Can we? I don't think I'm into situations like that. But maybe spontaneous while we're out, things just happen type of vibes.
Okay.
Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
This is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, talk to us. What's your story, Mama?
So, I don't know about doing it to save a relationship. My guy proposed it to me, and I was like, never been my thing, but why not? So yeah, I did it. I did it several times, and not only that, the girl that we got down with, I actually sent her to him when I couldn't get to him one time. So that's just my thing.
Okay.
But
I said okay.
Right. I enjoyed myself. He enjoyed himself. My thing was we had to have a lot of conversations beforehand. This can't get out of hand. We got to keep it within reason.
Right.
So, we weren't on some adopt a girlfriend or do, a three-way relationship. But my thing is for those who do it to save a relationship. If it's something you don't want to do, then you shouldn't be doing it because it's going to cause a problem. That's common sense. Why are you doing that?
So what are the ground rules? He can't see another girl without you knowing? Does he have to get approval?
So, it's like this. Say, for instance, if he's out, he's eyeing something, and he's like, damn, I'm interested, flirt, but don't go do your thing. Let me know what's up. You trying to get down? What's up? I'm game for that. I probably shouldn't say all this, but I even sat back and watched. A lot of people look at porn. I had it live.
What they call that? You
participate.
Golding.
Yeah, that's what it's called. So for me, it grew on me. I was all nervous and stuff in the beginning. But it grew. I was okay with it, but we don't let it get out of hand. It's not something we have to have.
Right.
However, when we don't have that third party, the turn up in the bedroom is real.
That's good. That works for some people. For some people, though, it gets addictive, and then they start doing too much. So you got to really make sure you keep it in check, like she's saying, and have some ground rules.
All right. Well, what's the moral of the story, guys?
Hey, to each his own, or her own.
Yeah. But also
or their own.
Yeah, but also do things that you want to do, because you're always going to regret that later. If somebody, makes you do something, but ask you to do something that you're not comfortable with, and you do it anyway just to please them, you're going to regret it later.
Yeah, if you want to do it because you love it and you're interested, or you just want to have some fun, or you want to try it, by all means, go ahead. But if it's something that goes against your morals, or you're like, I don't even like girls, I don't want to do this, but fine, I'm going to do it, don't do it.
All right, well, we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and it's Friday, so you know what that means. Besides being Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday, it's also New Music Friday. We'll tell you who has albums out today and new singles.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club.
It's Friday.
That's right. And I want to shout out again to the cast, the staff, and everybody over at East New York. It's a series on CBS. Let me shout out to Amanda Warren. She is the star of the show. She's a black woman, and she does her thing. She was in Gossip Girl as well. Shout out to Jimmy Smits, Elizabeth Rodriguez, Kevin Rankin, Ruben Santiago, the whole staff. Last week, Harry O called me up and said that he wanted me to audition for a part. I said no at first, but then I said, all right, let me give it a try. I auditioned. I had to audition like 2-3 times, and I actually got the role. I'm excited for you guys to see it. It comes on, I'm on the 8th episode this year, so I'm excited for you guys to see it. That's why I've been the last 4 or 5 days on set. You're actually doing my scene, so I just want to say thank you to the staff, and I can't wait for you guys to check it out. And that's East New York on CBS. Yep.
I never even heard of that show until you said that this morning, but I looked it up, and it's the number 2 most watched show of any new show or something like that.
Yes,
it's like 7.37 million viewers. So that's big.
Yeah,
Great look.
It just got picked up 5 more episodes, and it's based all out of East New York, of course, out in Brooklyn on the 74th precinct. And just I've done a lot, and we've all done a lot in different industries, but to be on set and to see how everything moves and rolls and cameras and changes and how they shut down New York City and how they make things happen, it was just a great experience. So again, shout to the staff of East New York, and if you get a chance, check it out. It comes on each and every Sunday. It's a great show, so check it out if you can, and I can't wait for you guys to see my episode 8.
Nice.
Can't wait to watch that too, man. I know you're playing an amazing informant. A little bit of typecasting, but I'm happy for you.
I'm not telling you what position I'm playing,
but you're definitely telling, though.
It's not a position.
I'm not telling.
You're definitely on there telling.
Why did you say what position I'm playing?
Well, who I'm playing on the series, so I'm not saying.
All right, and
I might be playing a police officer. You never know.
Never know. All right, and I also want to shout out to Damon John. I'm hosting his Black Entrepreneurs Day. That'll be at the Apollo this weekend. I'm excited. I love this because, entrepreneurship is what I'm all about. And so I'm looking forward to that. And then I'll be doing Simone Sanders' show on MSNBC on Sunday. And shout out to my girl, Deborah Roberts. I'll be going live for our pajama party with her on Sunday as well. So I'm having a fun weekend.
This weekend, I'm going to be busy this weekend. So first I'm heading out to Duke. Shout to Duke University. A young man who I seen grow up. His name is Derek Whitehead. He's from Newark, Brick City, New Jersey. This is his first year there. Hopefully he's going to be one and done in the league next year, but that doesn't matter. But this is the first time ever they're bringing a DJ down for their homecoming. It's like, what do they call it? It's I'm not even sure what they call a night, but it's with the night where they start the basketball season and everybody comes. So I'm gonna go out there and DJ for him, Derek Whitehead. Shout out to Derek Whitehead. And then Saturday's back on my homecoming run. I'm at Hampton University in the daytime for a day event, and then nighttime I'm at Howard University. So shout out to all the HBCUs out there. This is one of my favorite times of the year, just to go to campus and the DJ and spin and talk to y'all about real estate and entrepreneurship and everything else. So I can't wait to see you guys at Hampton and Howard this weekend.
Word. And I want to thank everybody for watching my late night talk show, Hell of a Week, man. We had a fantastic episode last night. Last night we had Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen, on. We had Jim Norton, the very funny comedian. And we had the Hood Whisperer, my good sister, Teslin Figaro. And my man, Stephen A. Smith. Sat down with Stephen A. Smith last night, man. So salute to everybody who watched Hell of a Week last night, and make sure you stream it on Paramount Plus all weekend. You can watch it live Thursday nights, 11:30 on Comedy Central right after The Daily Show. Salute to my man Trevor Noah. But you can stream it all weekend long on Paramount Plus. So do yourself a favor and do that. Thank y'all. And the positive note is simply this, man. I want y'all to remember this weekend. Sometimes God won't let you come up till every snake in your circle is gone. Remember that.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?